listeners who were with us last year, they would have heard us speaking with people behind the scenes, and we're doing that again this year. And tonight we have Jocelyn, who's with the PNE Cross. So, hello, Jocelyn. How are you?
I'm well. Nice to be here.
Well, it's good to have you. You know, I'm looking across the way from where we are right now. There's the prize home. It looks awfully nice. How big is it?
3,100 square feet.
How many bedrooms is that?
3 bedrooms and a theater room, kitchen, and 600 square feet of decking around the house.
News 1130.
Here's what's making news this hour. Premier Christy Clark has called an election. It will happen the day after Halloween. British Columbians have voted to keep the harmonized sales tax, and News 1130 is back at the PNE for another great year of fun, food, and entertainment.
The Canucks have traded goaltender Bill Luongo, and BC Lions have won the Grey Cup.
Anybody in Vancouver that loves Neil Diamond probably knows the guest I have right next to me, Bobby Bruce, dearly Neil and the Solitary Band. Bobby, thanks so much for having a chance to come in and talk to us only an hour before you go on stage.
My pleasure.
Now, how many years have you been doing this at the PNE, pruning out the Neil Diamond songs?
It's 14 years this year, which in a row, which I'm really excited about. I'm chasing Dal Richards' record here at the PNE, which going to be a long. And
he's a little bit younger than you, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it's going to be hard to catch.
Now, one question I've always had: what was it for you that made you, inspired you to prune out Neil Diamond for years?
Well, I worked in a dinner theater in Port Coquitlam called Maz and Me's, and it doesn't exist anymore, but at the time we were asked to impersonate somebody in the show, and I was going to do Tom Jones, and someone said, "Doesn't he sing Sweet Caroline?" And I said, no, that's Neil Diamond. And for the first time I opened my mouth and I went, "Sweet Caroline." And they all went, "You should try doing him."
Now I'm joined by Ritesh Bond, who is, it says right there, foreperson for the rides. So you're essentially in charge of the rides here, right? Or what is your title, actually?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm in charge. I'd say I take care of the rides department, the major rides, which includes the atmospheres.
Which is the big new ride of the year, right?
Yeah, that's the big new ride of the year.
What is that all about?
Well, it's 218 feet high. It's taller than the elevator and spins you around at 70 kilometers an hour, which is pretty fun. I went on it on the first day, and probably the best ride I went on Playland.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet you've been on all the rides here, haven't you?
Oh yeah. The only ones I can think of that I haven't been on are the kids' rides. So.
Hi. Hello. So what are you making there right now?
We're making a deep fry. These are funnel cakes.
Oh, okay.
The reason we call them it because it comes out of the batter comes out of a funnel. The only funnel Western funnel cake creator in Western Canada. Ours.
Now, I'm a newsman at heart, and I've got to ask tough questions, and I'll let you get away with this. I've got a funnel cake in front of me. How many calories?
I don't know.
And that's how we like to keep it, right?
Who wants to know how many calories at the PNE?
That's right. There's nothing that really involves calories. It's all calorie-free for that one day that you come down.
I always say chew with your eyes closed.
Now, these are amazing. The taste, and I had some earlier. I've got the plate in front of me. It looks big, but when you bite into it, it really is kind of light. And how do you get people describing these?
I always just say they're hot and fluffy, and it is a pastry. It's sort of the texture of a cruller or a cream puff, and it's just that good. But they're cooked up fresh. I mean, there's just no other pastry you'd be eating this fresh.
It's light, it's fluffy, it's crisp. It's finger licking good.
On the markets, the stock exchange is closed, lower, but our dollar was up almost a penny. News 1130, time 12:15.
From Rogers Broadcast Center at Broadway and Ash, Vancouver's breaking news, traffic, and weather station, CKWX, News 1130.
Good afternoon, my name is Charlie, and here's what's making news this hour. Premier Christy Clark has called an election. It will happen the day after Halloween.
We're joined now by Dale Mushinsky, correct? How are
Yes,
you?
that's me.
And you're with the Barn Crew, right?
Yes, I am.
So what is that all about? What do you do here?
Well, me and my team of agriculture workers, we make sure that the barns are clean, they're sanitary, and we're just cleaning up, helping out, making sure the barns are nice, and making sure that experience is there for everybody.
How many animals do you have in there? We just toured it. There seem to be tons.
Too many to count, definitely.
You know, when it starts to get late and the lights come on and the sun goes down a little bit, one of the neatest areas to be at is down the Midway, where you have all the rides and the games. I've got Daniel Wong with me. He's over in the games area. And Daniel, what's your game?
My game this year is the ladder game.
Tell me about the ladder game.
Well, the ladder game, it's a test of your core strength as well as your balance. You need to climb up to the top and rip off a sticker that labels your prize. You make it up to the top and grab one of those stickers, you take home a prize.
How easy is that?
It's a challenge, but it's definitely not impossible.
Joining us now, the dynamic duo of Site Cleanup. We have Matt and House, who are Site Cleanup supervisors here at PNE. And I'm thinking, it's such a huge area. Where do you begin when everyone leaves? Is it like a garbage heap here when everyone goes home at night?
Well, you know, it's a great atmosphere, fantastic. We got a lot of crews going through each row with big bins, and we organize where we start and where we finish, but it can definitely get hectic at times. So.
Like, what are some of the weird things you may find before it goes to the lost and found?
Oh man, you get a couple hundred cell phones last fair. You actually get some baby strollers missing too. So,
really?
Yeah, no babies though. No lost babies. No strollers.
There's a whole other department to deal with
Yeah.
people, I guess.
Everywhere.
You mentioned earlier you guys are involved in some kind of videos. Tell us about that.
Yeah. This year we've actually created a series on YouTube to help us train our staff and really communicate some of the information that's missed, and that's been a really good process for us. So it's really helped out our training process and getting.
It's actually increased productivity because it saves us some time on the phone explaining directions. That's what the videos were primarily for, were to find the location. It's a big place, it can be kind of hard to navigate around sometimes.
Yeah. Where would people find that if they just wanted to check it out?
Oh, if you go onto YouTube and type in PNE Site Cleanup, all one word, you'll get the trio of videos right up there for you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you guys, and thanks for coming on your break too.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. Pleasure to be here.
One of the things from my youth is Hunky Bills. Been here for years, and in fact, 1967, so 45 years were going on. With me is Clay Connick. Thanks so much for coming in and having a chat with us here. Wow, that's a long time, 45 years at the PNE itself.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. It's been a great journey. We're hoping to have a lot more years.
Now, you were telling me just before, and I've learned something new about Hunky Bills. There are some changes, but some things have stayed the same. Some things have changed. Lineups, what's the deal with lineups?
We don't encourage lineups. We encourage lots of people in front of our booth to just come and place their orders. Lineups, we don't like people to see standing waiting. We know the frustration just standing there and feeling they're not getting served. So we try to serve as many people as we can as quickly as we can.
What do you remember from your youth?
I think the people, they come down, they have a good time. It's not a big corporate fair like Disneyland. It's down to earth people that just want to come out with their families and have a really good time.